All right. What's happening? You good?
How are you?
Yeah, grand, you?
Well.
Oh, I'm breathing in. Breathing in for the camera. Thanks for letting me into your office.
I should call you Gaffer or boss.
No one calls me Gaffer. I like it.
I'm not Bobby Robson or that.
Not yet.
Obviously, we go back quite a few years, and now I'm sitting in the manager's office, which is your office. How does that feel?
Yeah, I've got used to it now.
Yeah.
I've worked towards this for a long time. I think you know the coaching journey I've been on, all the underage teams, and when I finished playing, probably could have played a little bit longer than I did, but I had a bug for coaching, and I was always very deliberate in the choices I made with a view to being a head coach. But having said that, I didn't think the first one would be at a level like this.
And obviously there's been a lot of change. How do you describe your sort of management style, would you say?
Yeah, I'm big into the staff doing their jobs. I don't like to micromanage the staff. I felt I got the best out of myself as a coach under numerous managers by not being micromanaged, by being empowered and trusted, but equally challenged. The feel of the group was big for me. We would have come from an era and a team that we played together in Ireland that always had a really good team spirit. I'm big into that as a group, and the challenge with that is obviously only 11 players can play every week, and that's always a challenge. That's always been there.
Yeah, you've lost a lot of goals in the team. You've lost the captain, you've lost the keeper, and obviously there's a new manager now, and it does take time, both for you and for the players to settle in. You're not concerned. It's the Premier League, isn't it? There's no easy games.
Yeah, I'm not concerned, but equally I'm pretty realistic about what you've just mentioned there about the players that have left, the changes. I think the good thing about this club has been that players are given the time to settle into a rhythm in this football club, because it's a very, you'll have felt it hopefully today, it's a very inclusive environment, it's very supportive, it's a good developing environment. So it's just building those foundations, which I think we've done pretty well. Equally, we're nowhere near where we want to be, and we're pretty confident we can get there, but we're understanding that it's not always going to be easy.
And I suppose remissive of me not to mention Thomas Frank, the previous manager, who was here for 8 years, a long time. You worked with him last year, of course. Do you sort of keep it as fluent as you can, or how do you do that transition, really?
Yeah, it's definitely been an evolution. I think the natural evolution has been the playing side of things, where we've lost players, so it's a different feel to the team because of that anyway. There's certain things that I've wanted to keep in place that I seen firsthand last year that were really important. So now, definitely not ripping things up, far from it. Definitely maintaining what has already been put in place, and then just trying to enhance what's been done on a day-to-day basis.
Brentford have always been inventive with set plays, and some people like somehow criticise the set plays. But I think you even look at the Chelsea game last week. It's such an important part of the game.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of snobbery in the game. I think when some of the big boys do things a certain way, like a long throw or a deep free kick like you're talking about, which a lot of big teams are doing in recent months. I'm not really bothered about what other people say or think. It's just about how we try to find an advantage.
I'm just going to ask you, how would you assess this? The sort of start is only the early part of the season, but you've had, like, obviously, I suppose, highs and lows. Where are you at with keeping the level sort of head?
Pretty calm with the players. Very calm with the players. I think you might have to ask them if they think something different. I try and look at the bigger picture of why it's happened. Sometimes you don't know straight away after a game. You have a feel. I do think the feel is rarely wrong. I didn't think it was wrong last week against Fulham when we debriefed and looked at it and why and how it happened. But equally, I think we need to understand where we're at as a group, and days like that were probably going to be inevitable. But along that way, we need to stick together, and I think the key is remembering what has brought the club real success.
Well, there's no grey hairs anyway, so we're going good. Thank you very much, Keith. Top man. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.